Hi. Oh, thank you so much for coming over. I know that you are going for an interview soon, and you wanted to make a new resume. So I am actually very happy to help you with that. I've done a couple friends' resumes now, so I like to think that I'm good at it. Every single one of them have gotten the job. So let me just pull my stuff up here. I have a little template that I like to go off of. So let me just get that up here. So in the meantime, how have you been? It's been a while since I've seen you. The pandemic just makes it very hard to do anything these days, but I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. And I'm glad to have someone over. Feels nice. All right, perfect. Almost there. So let me just grab a marker here. Okay. All right. So I like to have a little notepad for myself. Okay. All right, give me just another second. This computer's so slow today. I'm telling you, you can't live with technology and you can't live without it. I always say that at work and I think that's so funny. Okay. All right, so okay, so what I want you to start thinking about is a summary or an objective. So that's going to be basically the first part of the resume, and it's just going to be a little bit of just like a little blurb about you and things that your strengths when you're working, things that you like, things that you can bring to the place of employment, and also what you're really looking for in your next position. So it's a good opportunity to really kind of sell yourself to the future employer. I have it up here. I'm just gonna put my glasses on. It's a little bit easier to read the computer screen when I have them on, so okay. All right, I'm gonna edit my little thing here. So after the summary and objective, then we'll get into your experience. But first, we're just gonna start with some basic details. So, your name. Just kidding, I know your name. If you could spell it for me though, I just wanna make sure that I get it correct on here. Okay, perfect. All right, so next I need your address. Next, we're going to put your phone number. I'm ready when you are. Okay, 03, perfect. Okay. All right, next is your email address. I know I never know which one to use either. Okay. Did you say Gmail or Yahoo? Okay, Gmail. Next, we are going to work on the objective, okay? Okay. All right, so just want you to tell me a little bit about yourself and how you are, you know, things that you're, like your strengths, things you're good at, you know, like what I was telling you before. So I don't know if you had a minute to think about that or not. Oh, you did? Okay, perfect. Okay. So, high energy, customer focused, oh, I like that, keen eye for detail. Great. Okay. 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 Oh, I liked that last part. That was really good. Okay, perfect. Let me just read this over real quick here. So, high energy, customer focused, professional, keen eye for detail, efficient, fast-paced, to accomplish objective, creativity. Okay, great. So, I think we need one more sentence. So, I know that you're in like a sales role. So, I think what we can do is kind of build on like relationships. I think we can kind of add that in there a little bit. So, perfect. I think I'm going to just do that. Okay, perfect. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. So, the second part of the basically introduction on the resume is going to be what you're seeking and what you really, you know, want out of a career. So that's just kind of what I like to do before, you know, future potential employers will read down onto my experience. I just want them to get an overview of who I am as an employee, what I can bring to the table, so that when they're done reading my experience, we can kind of expand on that and talk about it together in the interview. So that has seemed to work pretty good for me. So, okay, so tell me a little bit about like what you're seeking for in your career and what you really want. Okay. Okay, no, that's good. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, no, that was good. I like that word. Work, or those two words, work ethic. I think that's perfect. Okay. Okay, I think we need to just add a little bit more to that last sentence here. I'm just gonna add something about like, okay, perfect. Yeah, no, that's excellent. Okay, I think we are done with the first sentence. Let me just proofread it. I just want to make sure it makes sense and sounds like it's got a good flow to it. Okay, so okay, that's perfect. Okay, awesome. All right, so for your experience, what we're going to do start with the most recent and kind of work our way back, because you are in a professional role right now and you're really kind of looking to expand on that. We're only going to have your positions in here that are really relevant to your career, because I know you've been in that position where you're at now for, well, not necessarily position, you've been at your place of work for about 6 years now, and you've got a couple promotions, which is awesome. That is a great thing to have on a resume. Not only the long-term work experience, employers do really like that, but also the fact that you've gotten a couple promotions within that time, that really looks good. So perfect. I think what we'll leave out are jobs that you had like when you were like 16, 17, 18. I just don't think that's, really relevant. So, and plus you're going to spend the most time in your interview talking about, your experience at the last 2 or 3 places you've been at, especially the place you're at now, just because it's the most relevant to what you're going for. So, okay. You really have been there for a long time. That's awesome. I think it's definitely time for your next step. Okay, so let's add, okay. And what was the name of the place, like the technical name? I just want to have it in there correctly and spelled correctly. So if you can just give that to me. Okay. Oops. Put caps lock on. Oops. Okay, great. Oh, it was called something else before? Oh, okay. And what was that? Okay, awesome. All right, so that will be the header there. Perfect. Okay. Now, do you remember the start date? Even just the month and year is good. Oh, you have the whole date? Awesome. Okay, what is that? Okay, perfect. And you are still there, right? Like they didn't fire you or let you go or anything like that? Okay, perfect. Okay. And what was your title? You're going for a sales role, and you're already in a sales role. So do you happen to know like your performance numbers, like if you hit your goals, things like that? Oh, you did. Awesome. That's so good. No wonder you got so many promotions. Awesome. Okay, so if you have that, so if you came close to or exceeding that those goals since you've been there, then I would definitely put that in there, just to show how much of a rock star you are. Okay, all right, perfect. So let's start with the first year that you were there. So, okay, that was what year? Dang, wow, you did a good job. Okay, awesome. That is perfect. Wow, yeah, this is awesome. And it shows a consistent growth since you were there, so no, that is awesome. Okay, so tell me a little bit about what you did there. Just run through day to day, your responsibilities, things like that, and I'll kind of type it in and phrase it nicely, okay? All right, so I'm ready whenever you are, okay? Okay. mission that